EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Starts the drive on the ground, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Leo Chanel with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Running left, it's Henry. Down inside the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 39, Mahomes. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Bulldog. Oh, and now some space to operate. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I have a zinger or two. I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 27, Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nick Bolton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Najee Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flush to his right.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, they've got
3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of... It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. Okay, but Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the turnover, it's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Chiefs 6. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Mahomes now on first down. Going right back to Fant.
Touchdown! Noah Fant from 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Tua. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Joshua Williams.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the defense deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
That's swung out wide to Harris. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Najee Harris.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
43! Back at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 50, Chiefs 22. Jason Sanders to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Mahomes. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Mahomes to throw once more. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, and right side, Henry's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. That's good for 28 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. They help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
On the double.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
52 blaster.
On play action, here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Joshua Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And the Dolphins are AFC champs as we say thanks for watching and good night, everybody.